Hello there, my name is Valerie White Williams and I'm a voice teacher and a vocal coach with Vocal Splendor Studios. Today I'm doing another reaction video. I'm very excited for this one. I am going to be reacting to Disturbed performing their cover of Sting's If I Ever Lose My Faith in You. Can't wait, let's have a listen.
You could say I lost my faith in science and progress. You could say I lost my belief in religion.
Okay, I'm gonna stop just right away. Whew. I'm a huge fan of David Draiman. Of course, I loved his take on The Sound of Silence, and I have to say, I know this is the movie version, but he's an awesome singer. But this is a different sound for him. It's definitely this breathy sound. It's not what I expected with this just airy quality. So I give it to him, completely always reinventing himself. So let's keep going.
You could say I lost my sense of direction. You could say all of this and worse, but if I ever lose my faith in you, there'll be nothing left for me to do. Some would say I was a lost man in a lost world. You can say I lost my faith in the people on TV. You can say I lost my belief in our politicians.
Oh my goodness, this is so timely. I can't remember which album. I've been a Sting fan for years and I'm new to Disturbed, actually from a few years. And so I love creative covers. I love taking covers and kind of redoing them in a way that gives new meaning. And so far it's pretty much definitely inspired by Sting, and the lyrics are so powerful, so powerful. So
they all seem like game show hosts to me, but if I ever lose my faith in you, if I ever lose my faith, there'll be nothing left for me to do. If I ever lose my faith in you.
okay, I'm gonna stop just a minute. I had a feeling this was gonna happen. I'm gonna kind of do it a little more mellow, like Sting originally did, but I was just waiting for the crunch to happen.
But every time I close my eyes, I see your face. I never saw no miracle of science that didn't go
my gosh, that was really great. I saw this as it was going to be premiered. I'm like, yes, this is a favorite. When I have a songwriter like Sting, is such a poet and has so much interesting lyrics. And then David Draiman, I didn't know what to expect. I did feel that he would, do some kind of metal part, but I didn't expect that he kind of played with the way Sting did it, this more understated, even with that breathy tone. I don't associate David Draiman having that breathy tone like this. But so it kind of honored Sting's initial approach. And then what's cool about the lyrics and the rhythm is there's all this like rhythmic interplay in that beginning. So we have this kind of like slow drive. And then, of course, I just expected he was going to get into a bit more metal section, but then he kind of moved back and forth, which was really powerful. And then what I love about covers, especially when we're covering and we're trying to create some new emotional landscape, which this one does, from the imagery, to me, it almost sounds like losing faith in humanity, losing faith in myself, because there's all these mirrors of looking at the mirror and feeling. So I interpret this as definitely talking about what's going on right now, which again, Sting wrote this, I don't know, probably at least 10 years ago, yet it's still true today, where there's a lot of fakery and there's a lot of lying and, all the dark imagery, because, that's how we all feel walking in this crowded time on Earth with all this crazy stuff happening. But to me, of course, it's all interpreted. It looks like the faith is in you when I lose my faith. And so I love the end where there's different faces and different people. So this is not about one person, it's about all of us holding the faith that we're going to get through this. And yeah, the politician's head exploding, absolutely right. We're living in a time of immense corruption right now, and it's all starting to be exposed. And that's another thing I like about Disturbed, is that they're not afraid to talk about or sing about controversial things and being disturbed with what's going on in our culture and all the massive corruption and lying and deaths and profiting off of people's pain, because that's been going on for a very, 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 very long time. So I have hope for humanity. I think Disturbed and David Draiman also feel that. But it's kind of an awakening. It's like awakening to this corruption and coming within. So that's my interpretation of it, because that's about art. You can interpret it in different ways. Of course, David is a master vocalist, and I saw and heard many different colors. Now, he wasn't on camera. It's definitely a musical video, MV, but it doesn't matter because he is such a masterful singer. And again, I didn't expect that breathy tone to start with it, fuller tone, and then just that, what I call the crunch. I know, that's silly. But that's how I think of metals. All this extra texture and some angst, but going back into the more quiet versions to the more crunchy versions. And then the message is that we have to hold the faith. We can't give up the faith that we're going to come through this. This is what it's about. We are in the tunnel right now. We are in this place that we may not be able to see it through, but we have to continue to walk. And there's a lot of those imagery too. It's like going forward in life and holding the faith that we are going to get through this. And once all this corruption is exposed, we have a new world to look forward to, and it's going to happen. So we need to turn within, which I'm also a big focus on in meditating and getting your inspiration, not from the intellect or the media, but by inward searching, because we have all the answers inside. Now, I know that sounds kind of woohoo or kind of, but we are all spiritual beings on this planet, and we are here to learn and grow. All right, I got to stop for a minute. All right, so if you like David Draiman and Disturbed as much as I do, make sure you subscribe and click on the bell so you get notified of all my content, because I'm a huge fan, of course. One of the greatest singers, I think, right now, and lots of stamina and strength. Also, thanks for the likes, shares, and subscribes. I so appreciate it. And I want to let you know that I'm still teaching during COVID. I've actually been teaching online since 2011 when my YouTube channel started taking off and I got people to come to me to ask me for lessons. So I'm really experienced about working with all kinds of singers, from beginners to professionals on all genres. So if you're interested in lessons, please go to my website at vocalsplendor.com. Also, I want to let you know of my 2 passion projects. The first one is called Creative Soul Alignment, and this is a group of people that are interested in creativity, whether they're singer-songwriters, performers, artists, poets, sound healers, painters, and also interested in spirituality, because when we are creating, we are expressing our divine nature as the divine creator. And again, back to this video, I think he's planting the seed for turning within and experiencing our spiritual power and not losing the faith that we have power to shift this. We really do. And the more people are aware of what we want to shift, it's going to happen, because we are spiritual beings. So that's my Creative Soul Alignment. And then my new project is called YouTube Success Strategies. And that's my teaching of how to succeed on YouTube. These are both free private Facebook groups. And I'm starting to coach people to succeed on YouTube, because I kind of cracked the code on how to succeed and how to build your channel. And I'm excited to teach others. So those are 2 both free Facebook groups. You can find descriptions below in the description, and that's where the links will be. All right, take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye.